as people join in, we'll continue sharing each experience. So after the attunement, we had spoken. In fact, I think I spoke with everyone. Uh, each of you has had some unique experiences. So if you would like to start sharing that, Firu, would you like to start?
I thought you would tell me to start, but okay. So I had a lot of experiences, I think, and so when I actually went to the rooftop, so I would not be disturbed. And before the attunement process, I think I was lying down looking at the sky and looking at the birds flying around. And once the attunement started, I just felt a little bit of a tingling sensation in my hands, and then slowly it moved up to my shoulders, and I felt in my feet and my legs also, and a little warmth in my stomach or the center, you know. Uh, and so once the attunement got over, I just remained like that with my eyes closed for a few moments. I think almost like 3, 4 minutes. I just stayed that way. And finally, when I opened my eyes, I saw a lot of things. Okay, so I was not able to talk to you at that moment properly because I was quite shaken up by what I was seeing. And I don't know, I just saw like the sky full of stars, these little white dots, and everything was swirling and moving, those points of light. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing, so I sat up, I had water, I lay down again, I looked behind me, I looked to the side, and the whole sky, I just kept seeing those points of light. It was absolutely beautiful. And I don't know. I was very shaken and it stayed for a long time. Cashew, even after I spoke to you, I lay down again and it was still there. And then I looked towards the rising sun and I could see it all sparkling. And I thought that there's something in the air which is, like dust or something. I could not just believe what I was seeing. So I had that kind of an experience and it stayed for quite some time. That was one thing. Then I think you asked me to write down what I was feeling and seeing through the day. And I think I had a vision while looking at the sky, and it was some sort of lines and symbols. Now I can't. I made a sketch in my sketchbook, but it was a little weird. I don't know.
Okay.
So that was it. And then cashew, I saw energy field between my palms because while I was lying down, I was like this, trying to focus on what I was seeing, and I saw. Uh, I don't know. I can't describe it. Like I just saw some energy field between my hands. That's all I can say.
Okay.
You know, like how you see water vapor when you're at the stove, sometimes it blurs. So that is what I experienced.
That is basically the aura.
So I think that was my first time. It was something amazing and I kept looking at it. It was not color, but just like a haze,
That's the
something like
first
a haze.
layer of the aura.
So that is what I saw. And
Beautiful.
it stayed with me whole of yesterday, and it's just been very emotional for me at that point. So this is what I experienced, and that's what I wanted to share. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And the aura thing actually is an exercise that we will be doing little later in this workshop, where I
Okay.
get you all to see the aura actually. So you've jumped a step.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, no,
I
no.
just, because I was
You don't have
lying
to be
down.
sorry. It's just that you are so aligned
Oh,
with the energy that you could see it already.
so because I was lying down and I was looking up at the sky, so that is what I saw, and I just stayed there for a pretty long time. And that was my experience. And I stayed there for quite some time. I could not believe what I was experiencing at that point. So I kept rubbing my eyes and I was little as if this is just unreal, but it was just there. It was
Okay.
just there. Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Gauri, may I invite you?
You've been very lucky, Firoza, that you had experienced so many things. For me, it was a very simple thing. I sat down in a room where we have a little mandir, and all I felt was a whirlpool of something on my right palm, and
Hmm.
and I just felt that tingling towards my right palm, towards the chest. Then my chest got cold, and only the ring finger of my left hand got cold. And all this while, I had the sensation in my occipital and some tears.
Tears, yes.
I
I
was
had tears in
feeling
my eyes.
dizzy.
Yeah.
I was feeling dizzy throughout the day, but could not afford to sit down. So I just moved on. Maybe I should have experienced the whole thing, but I avoided that experience and got back to the rut of the life. Uh, but yes, it was a very different out of the world. In fact, when I was doing my healing at night, I could connect with the same energy. Um, that's
Hmm.
how the whole thing it is.
Thank
But
you.
then,
Okay.
yes, I feel different as a person. I've gone more positive. Uh, and I like three things that we promise ourselves. I will not get angry. I'll be kind. So that's the best thing that I'm practicing.
Five things actually.
Yes, I think. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much for sharing. Abhinaya is at work and in silent mode, so she will, I think, not be able to share right now. But Komudi has just joined us. Hi, Komudi. Komudi, can you hear me? Okay, maybe take her a while. Okay. All right. So, thank you both of you for sharing your attunement experience. Vidula, by any chance, do you remember yours?
Mic
Unmute,
is off.
unmute.
Ah.
I said, wait, let me unmute myself first. Yes, I do remember mine. I was attuned or given attunement by this guru in Pune. My the first Reiki master that I went to, and I felt extremely energized yet calm at the same time through the evening. I think the attunement happened sometime around 3:30 in the afternoon, and then of course the whole 21-day self healing was there, and after that I could see a marked difference in I really didn't have that kind of vision, or not that I have it now. I mean, just that I didn't have that kind of understanding about how all encompassing the practice of Reiki is. So I started giving Reiki to my own children because they were very small then, and this is some about 10 years ago, 10 years plus, maybe 11 years ago. So they were very small then, and you know how small kids, they are so energetic, they keep jumping around, they get bruises and they get bad tummies.
All the
And
time.
I have this experience of even just after my attunement, in the first month itself, my son had a spate of uh, you know loosies and some gastrointestinal attack, and I he just couldn't sleep, and the moment I started giving him Reiki, he slept so peacefully, and I could heal my bruises, my daughter's bruises, and so I then that's how and then I started to understand and gradually, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing, Vidula. All right. So I am just going to stop this here.